You know my heart. You know my heart. You know my heart goes crazy when you take the list of time. Let's explore our love. We'll leave the world behind. Can you feel me, baby?
Circus. I'm your ringmaster Sal, live from the AAMP.TV mobile studio here in fabulous Las Vegas. That's AAMP.TV. Folks, this segment is brought to you in part by Legal Shield, providing legal protection and peace of mind. Legal Shield can operate traffic tickets, texting and driving, DUIs, court appearances, estate planning, even contracts given to people they don't understand, plus a whole lot more. For more information, contact Legal Shield at 213-245-1305. That's 213-245-1305, or visit them online for more information at nocourt.us. That's nocourt.us, or email them at info@nocourt.us. Got a big welcome back to everybody listening in on our CBS, NBC, and Fox Sports affiliates from coast to coast. Magic 97.9 FM right here in Las Vegas, as well as everybody watching on hotel television. Back here with two-time Super Bowl champion and American Ninja Warrior, Tyrone Poole. And there he is, big smile, ready to go, top button buttoned up. Look at him with those shiny trophies behind him as well. Release the Kraken. And we're going to release Eric Bigger from, Bachelor in Paradise. And Eric's back with us again, going to drop some more knowledge on us. And guess what? Tyrone, as I understand it, he just said in between on commercial break that we're going over to Bali. Yes.
Oh, yes. I'll carry the bags.
Whoa, yeah. Hey, we might be in Bali, guys, the end of this year filming, but we don't know the exclusives just yet. I'm just putting it in the ether, in the universe. What we speak, we read, right? Yes. So we'll see, but it's possible.
Speak it, it'll happen.
I don't even need any bags. I'll just buy everything over there. I don't even care. And Tyrone, just for you, I'll get a button-up shirt over there. All right?
I know. Yeah. There you go, Sal. As long as I get you to button up that shirt, hey, let's go.
Now's your chance, Tyrone. Now's your chance, Tyrone. You can get him a whole new wardrobe. He's just gonna buy it when he's over there. Wardrobe. He just pick it out.
Believe that's on the right. Oh man. Hey, we're with Eric, man. So hey, Eric is the man. They gonna be like, who are you guys? Hey, we're with that guy right there. You see him? That's the guy, the Bachelor. You know, that's the guy that all the women want. So you know what? We're with him.
They're clamoring over this guy. And for weeks and weeks, they're clamoring over this guy. And so it's kind of like being in the club for like 10 weeks, and now he's got to beat him off with a stick. Get away from me, because I don't even know which one I want anymore.
Now, I gotta ask this. Now, I know, Eric, you're a big sports person, but I'm still sticking with the Bachelorette. These reality shows. Now, in football, there is a point in you play basketball, so you know exactly the analogy I'm giving here. That's going to lead into that Bachelor question. But there's a point in sports where I'm like, you know what, man, we've been in training camp for such and such. It's too long. It's too hot. I'm tired. I just want out. There's a point that does happen. Now, with the Bachelorette, the 10 weeks, was there a point where you were sitting in the room and saying, man, you know what? It ain't worth it, man. I'm telling these people, I'm ready to go home. Was there any point in time when that crossed your mind?
Man, I mean, your questions are just, those are on point. So there was a turning point on my season where, as I discussed before, guys was speaking my name in the wrong terms and saying I was there for the wrong reasons. And I brought everyone together and I told them, to keep my name out of their mouth, right? So that caused a lot of friction and chaos. I've never done that in my life because I was a people pleaser. I was afraid of confrontation, but I had to stand up for myself. So from that, we went to South Carolina, our first travel date on the show. And I got there and some contestants and myself were on a golf cart and I fell off the golf cart. I banged up my ankle, messed up my wrist. Like, I was just having a rough week, man. Like, it was like the negative energy was just on me. And for my entire life, I suppressed my real feelings and emotions because of the environment I grew up in, Baltimore, because I didn't know how to deal with my real emotions. So what happened was I was in my hotel in South Carolina, Hilton Head to be exact. And I looked myself in the mirror and I said, Eric, it's okay. You had a bad day. It's all right. And once I acknowledged that and was honest with myself, things changed, because for so long I was fighting my real inner truth because I didn't want to feel those emotions. I didn't want to feel those feelings because of how I was raised and my conditioning and my programming. So when I acknowledged, being vulnerable with myself that I had a bad day and it's okay, I felt relief and I was like, you know what? I'll be okay. Moving forward, whatever I got to do to get to the goal of falling in love, I want to get out of my own way. And just to let you guys know, the show does have a therapist that we could see if we're going through things. So she actually helped me out like 9 weeks in, because I was helping all the guys out in the house. They were coming to me for help and motivation where I really needed it. So I got the perception of this miracle guys helping everybody, but I needed the help the most. So I was thankful for her at the time. And it was tough, but I got over it. And I think that's how I came out on top.
Eric, that's what life does. Eric, that's exactly what life does. Just when you need help, you get more fulfillment from helping somebody else. I think a lot of people kind of miss the boat on that. Instead of showing up with their hands out, it's like, no, I'm here to help you. Even though I'm in desperate need, I want to help you. So as Bachelor in Paradise on ABC show, look, this had to turn some corners in your world too, I would imagine. So now you've gone from, hey, my name is Eric Bigger, and I am bigger than what you think. But guess what? Now you're biggest, right? And so you've gone from bigger to biggest. So think about the doors that were opened up, but now also reflect back to where you came from and never lose it where you came from. That's the most important thing, I would imagine, isn't it?
Yeah, and I always say if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. It's all about your breakthrough. And at that time, I didn't know I had a story. I was just living in my own world. Before the show, I was personal training, I was doing Uber, and I was selling water machines. And when I got off my first show, which was The Bachelorette at the time, I had did a red carpet viewing for a movie, and there was a guy I picked up in Uber, and he was like, "Oh my God, that's my Uber driver." But mind you, the paradigm shift, that I was on the red carpet, he was on the other side. He said, "Let's take a selfie." It was so surreal because I'm like, what just happened to my life in 8 months? Like, I had a total, complete new life. But because I was willing to do the work and I had faith and I believed in myself and never changing like my drive and motivation, it woke me up and said, yo, I'm living my dream. Because what I was lacking in life was love from a woman. I didn't get that intimacy and that love from my mom growing up. I was emotionally abandoned, as a kid. At least that's what I felt. My mom did the best she could. She raised me. She was young at the time. She was there, but emotionally, I didn't feel her. So when I got that love on the show, it opened me up. And then everything started happening. Podcasts, club appearances, sponsorship ads, opportunities, commercials. And I'm like, wow, dreams really do come true. So I tell anybody out there listening, watching right now, do not give up on yourself. Don't allow someone who's not you to tell you what you cannot do or what's not capable of happening in your life. But if you have faith and you believe in the unseen and you got drive and determination, it'll happen. But it might not happen the way you think, but it'll happen the way it should. And for me, I thought I was going to play basketball in the NBA, but instead I'm going pro in life. So
guess what? Hey, Eric, it happens on God's time. Folk, we're here with Eric Bigger from Bachelor in Paradise on ABC.
Yes.
And that will be this guy over here. And I'm over here with Tyrone Poole, our two-time Super Bowl champion. Over there with the big shiny trophies and American Ninja Warrior. Now, look, both of you guys knows what it's like to be on national TV. The only time I was on national TV recently, I actually tried out for a game show, and I had to jump through, I can't tell you, I had 7, 8 different interviews, whether it was somewhere in person, somewhere on video, and I had to jump. And guess what? I made the finals, and I won in my game show. It was very exciting for me, but it wasn't at the same stage, of course, as winning a Super Bowl. That's for damn sure. or being on Bachelor in Paradise. But guess what? I was in my own world and I know what I had to deal with. So these guys that I'm with here today, they certainly know what it's like to be feeling the pinch from the cameras, the producers and everything. Even though we do this show here, let me tell you folks, there's no pressure here. What these guys deal with here on my left and on my right, they deal with a lot more pressure than I do on a daily basis. That's for sure. Tyrone, go ahead.
Yeah, I know, Eric, you said some things. And that's why when Sal told me that you were coming onto the show, man, I was so excited because I looked up your history and there are a lot of commonality that we have. And we talked about this briefly before we came on air. But not only your athlete, but the motivation part, I can hear it. I can hear it when you speak it because that's what I do.
Yes.
There are certain like little clauses or phrases, should I say, that I tell people. What are like one of the biggest things that you tell people that will help them be better if they just focus on this particular saying? Or I know you mentioned about them looking at themselves, but is there a statement, a phrase that you leave with them that's part of you? For me, it's work that thing. So what is it, real quickly?
Well, I would say if you change your mindset, you can change your life. But more importantly, I think this is very important. Take it or leave it. No one owes you anything, but you owe yourself everything. And I think with that mindset and that intention, you won't have expectations, you will have appreciation, right? For life, for people, for food, water, whatever. It's gratitude. So I think that's very important, not putting so much faith in people, but putting faith in the unseen, but believing that you can make it, you will make it, but holding yourself to your higher standard and being accountable and responsible for your life. All right, back here in just a few minutes on the Sports Circus with Eric Bigger and Tyrone Poole.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Back here in a moment.